A shocking case of gang rape has emerged from the outskirts of Belagavi under the jurisdiction of Kakati police station. A 15-year-old girl was subjected to gang rape twice by the same group of 6 men. The first assault took place 6 months ago in December 2024. The accused gang raped the girl, filmed the act and then used the video to blackmail her. Now, this led to a second incident where the accused again raped her and recorded the act. The threats continued, forcing the girl to finally file a police complaint. An FIR was then registered under the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act at the APMC police station. 2 of the accused were arrested on the same day the complaint was filed. A manhunt is currently underway for the remaining suspects, including the prime accused labelled A1. In fact, in the latest, what we're learning is that 5 accused have been arrested and 1 continues to be on the run. A manhunt is currently underway to arrest the 1 remaining accused as well. Locals are demanding strict punishment for all the accused and increased police vigilance to prevent such heinous crimes. Now, viewers, this comes just a few weeks after another gang rape case in the same area where 5 accused, including 2 minors, were arrested. Reacting to the incident, Karnataka Home Minister Dr. G. Parmeshwara has issued a statement. He said 5 accused individuals have been arrested and that he's instructed the police commissioner to take strict and necessary action in the case. Take a listen.
ಲೇಟಾಗಿ ಬೆಳಕಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಜನವರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಘಟನೆ ಅದು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಾಗಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಬಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟಾಗಿ ಅವರು 5 ಜನರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮುಂದಿನ ಕ್ರಮ ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನು ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಪಾಕ್ಸೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಮಿಷನರು ಅಥವಾ SP ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ.
Let me quickly go across to Brinda Adige. She's a women activist. I'm also joined by KS Vimla, Vice President, All India Janwadi Mahila Sangha. I'm also joined by my colleague Gautam Shankar, right on your screens. I'll come to you, Brinda. You know, this is the second gang rape case in Belagavi in just a few weeks. This begs a serious question. How safe are our girls really?
Neither girls nor women are safe anywhere in India. And we have to place that accountability and the responsibility on the state agencies. Of course, we are a deeply patriarchal society, so it's very difficult for girls and women to come out and speak about sexual abuse, sexual assault, and rape, whether it happens inside the house or it happens outside. And in this particular case, our Home Minister is saying, you know, it happened some time back and they have not yet reported about it. It is difficult. It isn't easy. Our systems and mechanisms don't make it easier also. But what is important over here to analyze? Where have you instilled that confidence in the citizens, especially girls and women, to come immediately and report? Of course, we know that families are afraid. Communities all the time will place the blame on the victim survivor. But where is that confidence that the state must extend? Now, he says that the police will register and they have registered under POCSO. We go next to the prosecution and the court. They take ages. Even though when the law says it should be done under the fast track court. So fast track court also means extending victim and witness protection to the victim survivor as well as the family. So all of these issues must be taken into consideration. And where is the education? We spoke so much about Swachh Bharat. Why can't you talk about all of this? Put up posters that anything like this happens, you need to get in touch with so-and-so and we will respond immediately. The swift response mechanism is also lacking. All of this said and done, I think we need to start talking about sex education, good and bad touch, and sexual assault and violence from the young age. And parents and teachers and institutions must not sit on a prudish horse saying that these things need not be taught to our children. If you and I don't teach them all of this to be safe, they will continue to get this information from elsewhere. But that said and done, as a
Right.
family and as communities, we must support victim survivors of sexual violence.
Absolutely. Continue to stay with us. Let me quickly go across to KS Vimla, Vice President, All India Janwari Mahila Sangha. Miss Vimla, this is the second gang rape case in Belagavi in just a few weeks. Like I asked Brinda, what does this really tell us about the level of safety or the complete lack of it for girls in Karnataka today?
See, it's really very disturbing, but it is not just an isolated case kind of thing. Maybe from Belagavi it is second within a week or so. But every day it is happening. As per the records, official records itself in 2025 itself, every day almost 10 cases of POCSO itself is reported. And as Brunda correctly pointed out, many cases are not reported. Even 10 cases per day is also underreported cases. We have to notice those things. And basically the apathy of the administration and the reaction of the government and our state home minister again and again, his will be this careless and casual remarks. Earlier and all, you were telling it's a big city, big state, it can happen somewhere, this, that, everything. And in this case, I'm telling they are not given complaint, and now the complaint is lodged. I just want to ask the Home Minister, Mr. Home Minister, have you created an atmosphere or environment of coming and giving complaint? Is there any that kind of security for women or minor girls? And the conviction rate is very low, and so many reports are there. For example, there was one committee when 2000 just before this when Congress government was there under Sidramaya state ministership itself, there was a committee under Ugrappa, and the committee has given clear recommendations to government. But so far, this government has not even time to look at the report, how to address these things, how to combat these things. And moreover, we have to think it is not just rape, gang rape, and they are videographing it. And they will threaten the victim that they will make it public. So the pervert mentality of the culprits is very visible in very many of these cases. So the apathy of the administration is to be pointed out here. And when minor girls are raped, as again I quote Brinda, POCSO case, there is a time limit, but we have not seen any cases which has come to an end within the stipulated time of the under POCSO Act, and there is no proper education. See, immediately government or the administration has to take these things into cognizance and try to prevent these things as early as possible. See, in a school education, they have to. And in other areas also, they should educate people and they should make aware of the people. If they violate these things, definitely they are going to punishable under the law. But that is not happening. We can see
What you're saying, right,
there is only
right. Vimla ji, I understand what you're saying is that a message needs to be sent across. I'll quickly go across to my colleague Gautam Shankar. Gautam, what we're learning is that 5 accused have been arrested while one is still on the run. How is it possible that, someone involved in such a heinous crime can just disappear like that? What are the law enforcement agencies really saying? What is the police saying? How long will it take for them to arrest him?
Yes, Neha. Regarding this shocking sexual assault incident, gang rape that has happened in Belgavi. Now, as our guests were pointing out there as well, there needs to be a sense of fear among the perpetrators. That is what is going to lead to prevention of this kind of crime. That is what the Karnataka government and the law enforcers really need to be focusing on here, isn't it? Now, like the Home Minister came out and said, the complaint was received and then they acted on it, and 5 have been arrested, and yet one person is still on the run. And the police commissioner, Porase Bhushan Gulabrao, now he's issued a statement as well. He's saying that sensitive details of this case cannot be revealed at this point, and he's saying that 5 accused have been arrested, and they're claiming like this is a major victory. But we need to keep in mind that over the last few months in this year itself, we've been witnessing very disturbing cases where women have been raped or gang raped. And the more disturbing aspect is that these perpetrators are recording these visuals and using it to blackmail these women and children to repeat this crime over and over again. So this is something really shocking, and this needs systematic changes very soon. And that is how we are going to make sure that these sort of incidents don't really repeat again in the future, Neha.
Right, continue to stay with us. Brinda, I'm going to pick up where we left. You know, when victims do not feel safe enough to come forward, when they're silenced by shame or fear, Brinda, haven't we as a society already let them down? And is there any way we can rebuild that trust? You know, this woman, she took this girl, she took 6 months. She was blackmailed. Her videos were taken. She was threatened. She took 6 months to file a police complaint. Haven't we failed as a society?
Absolutely. As a society, as a community, we have failed. We have failed not only this victim survivor, we continue to fail so many others, like Vimala pointed out, who do not find it in them to come and make a complaint. And the question that we must ask now here is the responsible, mandated state agencies and functionaries, the way they speak to victims and these cases when it comes to the court. What are the kind of sentences and questions that are used? All of this also discourages. Because when you say you went on your own, did you not provoke? Did you not give your consent? Then why did you go? All of this constantly discourages somebody to come up and speak about it. In such a situation, we constantly fail our victim survivors. And like I already pointed out, we are a country and a society deeply patriarchal, sexist, and misogynistic. So we never place any onus or blame on the culprit, who's often a man. Now look at this particular case. She's a teenager, gang raped, has not been able to speak about it, but we must also question the impunity with which these rapists, the gang rapists, have continued to not only blackmail and threaten and intimidate her, but continue to do something like this on the second time, at a second time. And then the police have now taken cognizance of it, and one man is still missing. What stops the police from naming and shaming that fellow, put up his photograph, put out a bolo and say, we are looking out for this guy who is a alleged accused in a gang rape? What stops them? So constantly this is, we have to prove. We are talking about it as an alleged rapist only. So he's alleged, but put out the photograph so that public can get to know about these people and probably be on the lookout, because that would be one of the first instances where we may be able to instill confidence in young people, especially young girls, and in women. Otherwise, this thing is going to be secrecy, and everybody is going to place the blame on the victim.
Right, continue to stay with us. Let me come to you, Ms. Vimla. The accused filmed the assault and used it to threaten the victim, to blackmail her. It isn't, just about physical violence. It's now a psychological torture as well. Do you think that our laws are even prepared to deal with this kind of digital abuse?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm telling. I use the word the perverted mindset of the people who are doing these things. See, the laws are there. There is no question that there is no law in this country. The question is the implementation part. Look, this POCSO case, as per the Act, there is a stipulated time limit, no? Then Justice Verma Commission, after this horrible Nirbhaya incident, Justice Verma Commission has given so many recommendations, fast track courts and all kinds of measures to combat these things. But governments who are supposed to implement these things, if they don't have political will to do this, only we can hear the slogans like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. But what kind of Beti Bachao is happening in the country? That is the situation. So I don't think laws are shortened. The laws are there. The implementation part, and to provide proper infrastructures and provide the feeling for the victim survival that she is safe and secured in this society, she can come out and lodge the complaint. But unfortunately, that is not happening. See, in 4 years' time, 4 years' time, according to the crime report itself, 13,990 cases were registered and only 353 convictions. That means There is lacuna in the judiciary. There is lacuna in the administration. There is lacuna in the political will of the government also. Different agencies, what are they doing? That's the question.